Hello, hello. I do hate this whole technical thing, this whole technical side, ladies and gentlemen. We had the intro, we had the music, it was all flawless. And then we wanna go live and we've got everything connected. Twitch to Lightstream, Lightstream to Twitch. We've got everything and then we're still fucking up after a week of testing. But we're here now. I do want to welcome you all to a very amazing Laguna Seca MultiClass. 60 minutes. We've got 1 minute left of practice because of all the technical difficulties. We're up for 15 minutes of practice, or I believe 20 minutes of practice. 10 minutes GT3, 10 minutes GT4, and then we will be driving 1 hour on this track. Do keep in mind it's a very short track, a lot of elevation changes, a lot of corners you can cut or you cannot cut. I'm predicting a lot of chaos in the first couple of laps, so yeah, we're gonna be here, we're gonna stay here, we're gonna be here for at least 1.5 hours, and I do hope this, in spite of the technical difficulties, I can keep you all posted on all the info and all the action as we see a GT3 just getting into the back of a GT4 and the GT3 spinning out. That's quite amazing. It's Mr. BMW from Switzer Motorsport. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are all part of Team I Love Mambarov. Team I Love Mambarov. It's quite amazing. You gotta give Mambarov the credits for Klorp probably got into his car this morning or yesterday morning, and Mambarov was like, yeah, Klorp is gone, we're gonna be doing this differently. Fuck Klorp and fuck everyone else in XCL. No, we don't say the F word over here, eh? You didn't hear that. You didn't hear that. Good evening, Mr. Montfort. It's a Dutch name, Montfort, MV Montfort, MV Montfort. Welcome to California. I do want to say, how's my American Española California accent tonight? I guess it's fucking shit, but we're here for qualifying, as we do see. I believe Idodo first on track. We're gonna be following Idodo around. First on track, first guy who's gonna set a hot lap. We're gonna be, as always, in the GTMR, in the XCL daily races. We're gonna be following around the first car on track. I hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's GTMR stream. As we're in the warm-up lap, I hope you guys enjoyed Mr. Moss, Marshall Moss, the GTMR streamer, the broadcaster, Mr. Broadcaster himself, a inspiration of myself. I do hope you enjoyed his stream, and I do hope I can give you all at least a tenth of the satisfaction watching the streams and watching the races. But this is not GTMR, this is XCL Daily. Me and Moss, we do talk behind the scenes and we're working on a little bit, but it's on some things it's nothing major, not a collab or anything. I don't want to get all your hopes up. We're just talking about streaming in general, streaming technical things, how we can improve or what we're thinking about. That's about it. But I do hope you guys enjoyed. It was amazing yesterday on the Red Bull Ring, a sprint format, pretty difficult sprint format. 5 minutes quali, I believe, and a 30-minute race. That's pretty sweaty. I do hope you're gonna be racing too, Mr. Montfort. the more the better. And just as Dutch people among each other, if you're gonna be hopping into the Discord, there's a lot of Dutch guys and a lot of, I don't want to say necessarily Dutch guys, there's a lot of guys, English, German, USA, Australian, Africa, there's a lot of guys. You can always ask questions in English. Very, very helpful community. 720p, Mr. Montfort, is because Twitch has a certain frames per second or a certain output. The Xbox has a certain output and Lightstream has a certain output. Since we do want to combine all these factors together in the future, we're gonna be sticking to 720p, so everything is gonna be running as smoothly as possible. So we're losing a little bit on the quality side, but we're gonna be, or on the visual side I must say, but we're gonna be improving on the quality side. As we see iDodo with a 123 point something and Mr. Gipfel with a 22.5. I did see Mr. Toby Gipfel doing a 22.1 in practice. Good evening, Mr. Zero. Welcome back. Good to see you yesterday at Mr. Master's GTMR stream, and now we're here. But Toby Gipfel did a 122.1 in practice. I'm very, very curious if we're gonna be seeing anyone hopping into the 21.9s. We have Jack Darms in third and Darkblade in second. We have Will Friedman in P4. Will Friedman is probably gonna be improving, 8/10 behind right now, but I haven't seen him in the practice lab, so he is probably still he probably just walked home from the French vineyard, French vino, from the French vineyard. I don't know how to say it in French, but he probably just got home, had a couple during this very, very laid back Friday afternoon in Europe. He's probably warming up still, and he's probably gonna be improving. iDodo hopping into second, and Toby Gipfel 22.2, just a tenth from his practice time at the moment. As we're gonna be looking more down the line, down the split, we do see from basically we've got a 5/10 gap to P2, Will Friedman, so he is warming up as we're talking about, a 22.7 at the moment for Will Friedman. iDodo in third with a basically 123.0 something. And then we have P4 all the way to P11. Very, very close together. Anything can happen. If these guys are going to be improving, they will be taking positions. But we do have a very, very big grid, ladies and gentlemen. 43 guys, myself included, but I'm gonna be the number 43, and there's 42 guys on grid. I believe we had almost 50 sign-ups, so still a couple of people need to be joining in. We're gonna be hopping on board with Mr. Gipfel to see if he's gonna be improving in the last 4 minutes. He's probably got around 3 laps left. Good evening, Mr. Chaubutaru. I was eating for a little bit. I was thinking I finished my whole essay talking about all the guys on track. I'm gonna take a little bite of my dinner, but Pof Tebuna, Mr. Chaubutaru. I do know a little bit of Pof de Buna, guys. What I just said. I'm not gonna be disturbing the race or anything or the quali, but Pof de Buna means eat well or have a good dinner, something like that. It's like bon appetit in French. It's I did have a couple of Romanian colleagues in the past, and they learned me a little bit of Romanian language. So it's probably better than my Spanish, but it's not good enough to be talking about anything major. As we do see, Mr. Giffel, a 2022-0, and Will Friedman is second, just 4 tenths behind. We thank you, Viper. Thank you. I missed you too, Viper. I missed you racing. I missed your banter. I missed your penalties when I'm racing. I missed everything about you. We are something like, how do we say it? I don't want to sound all cringe on stream. We are kind of besties, Viper, are we not? But we do see Mr. Giffel 22-0 in P1, Will Friedman in P2, just 4 tenths behind. Then we have just a gap of 1 tenth to P3. Mr. Darkblade did a 23 point something and a 22 point something right now in the quali. We have Jack Darms just 2.5 tenths behind P3, and then we have iDodo, and from iDodo on all the way downward we have small gaps. So this multi-class is gonna be pretty amazing. The whole P16 all the way to P5 is just tenths, just 1 tenth per position apart. So anything can happen. And as we see the GT4s rolling out and some of the GT3s still finishing their lap, we are going on board with probably Mr. Endam. Mr. Endam in first position. We're gonna be taking a Helican, not in the usual purple on purple livery for Endam, but he is first on track for the GT4s, and we're gonna be following him around. Brothers from another mother. Damn, Viper, I don't know where your dad's been, but I hope he had a good time in the Netherlands. While I'm saying that, I might as well just ask my mother. I mean, if we're brothers from another mother, fuck that shit. Oh, iDodo. I thought I fixed the issue. So I'm gonna be checking that out for you, yeah? Guys, I'm gonna be checking out some a quick thing for iDodo. We had a, as we all know, iDodo is probably the guy that's being banned the most or muted the most in XCL, and yeah, we did have a little run in the last time he was on the chat. So I tried to fix it for him. I thought we fixed it, but I don't know if you guys see his messages, but I am looking into it. As we see Endam coming up on one of the most demanding sections of the track. You gotta dip in left. That dip on the left side is gonna be pulling your car around. You go wide on the curb onto the fucking core through. But the core through is very you can brake. I mean, I won't say you can brake very late. It's better to brake a little bit early and let the car roll. You gotta stay a little bit longer on the outside than you would want to, but you're gonna have the feeling you're gonna be shooting over the hill. You don't want to shoot over the hill, but you're gonna turn in, of course. But you gotta stay right a little bit longer than you might want to, but you're gonna be cutting in left, more to the left, but that's gonna make your exit downhill a little bit better. I mean, some guys might disagree, but that's my personal opinion. As I'm still looking into the very amazing Twitch moderation settings. I know, Viper, I know. I'm gonna be muting the car sound a little bit. Let me see. My sound is being drowned out. But I think, Viper, if we're gonna be going inside the car right now, is it still loud enough, or am I a very, very loud guy in a very low sounding car? Good evening, Klorpte. Get out, get off the fucking stream, Klorpte. You're on vacation. Go away, go away. You're on vacation. You're on vacation. Go away. You gotta admit, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta admit his dedication, right? The wife is shopping, and the first thing he does is checking on his baby. Like Klorpte got 4 kids, but XCL is his first kid, right? It's the dedication, ladies and gentlemen. As we see, Endam still in P1 for the GT4s. We have 122.0 for the GT3s. That's easy calculation. So 122, that's a 129.3 for Endam at the moment. As we see Rosalski in the Merc with a 29.8. That's I think worse than what Rosalski did in practice. I have been watching practice for a little bit. I think I have seen Rosalski pull a 3, just like Endam. I think I've seen Rosalski pull a 29.3 in practice, and we're gonna be hoping he's gonna be pulling that off. Yeah, Klorpte, I'm one of your 5,000, and I'm not even ashamed of that. I hope you're not ashamed you're having 5,000 babies. It's like a how do we say that in the Netherlands? A zaadbank gone wrong situation. But Rosalski a 29.6, and we have Mr. Floyd from Team I Love Memberev with a 29.9. But in all honesty, guys, as we're looking down the grid, which I Love Memberev team member is gonna get the most team orders today? Do we want to have a team of the day vote? Do we want to have a driver of the day, or do we want to have a team of the day? What are we gonna do? Klorpte, I tried looking through the. He did put in a unban request, and I did release him from the. I did vote positively on his unban request, and I thought that resolved the issue, but the issue is not resolved. I can see his chats, but he still can't see the stream. He can type in the chat though. I am gonna try. Click his name. Whisper, invite. Can we invite him? Is that a invite button? Or mod reactions. Alright, I think we have resolved the issue. Idodo, try again. I think we've resolved it. You are de-blocked. Oh damn! Now I feel special, Idodo. You can hear me? I feel special right now. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome back Idodo to XCL TV. Let's go! But back to the stream, ladies and gentlemen, because we are here for serious business, of course. It's the first multi-class stream in a while. We have Endam 29.2 with Rosalski 29.6, Floyd 29.7, and then we have a gap of 5/10. So P2, P3 in the GT4s very close. Endam is having a little gap for himself, and behind that we have loads of guys just like the GT3s with just tenths per position, just a tenth per position changes. We do have a little gap outside the top 5 of the GT4s, but it's a race, it's Laguna Seca, and Laguna Seca is very hard for everybody. It's a tough track, a lot of difficult corners, a lot of banking in the corners, and yeah, generally very short. So these cars, GT3s, GT4s, will be catching up, or the GT4s will be catched up by the GT3s very quickly. So it's very fun, because it's only 6 seconds. If we're gonna be looking down the grid, GT3, the slowest GT3 is 4.8 slower than the first guy from the GT3, and then we have the fastest GT4 just 2.5 seconds slower than the GT. So that the slowest GT3 cars are not gonna be passing the fastest GT4 cars as easily. So that's gonna be very exciting. Very short track. The fastest GT3s will be catching the GT4s very quickly, but the slower GT3 cars will be having difficulties trying to find a position to overtake the GT4s cleanly. All in all, and it's a very short track, so everybody will be lapping, going around the same track a lot of the time, a lot of traffic, a lot of guys on track. It's gonna be chaotic, and English not being my first language, and Moss having that advantage and being more experienced, Moss is gonna be walking circles around me. But I wish I had him here for today's multi-class, but he is not. So I'm gonna be having to try and fix all this chaos by myself. Rooting for Rosalski. Yes, Rosalski did have a very good practice, Chris. He did a 29.3, just a tenth, 1.5 tenths faster than he just did in quali, and he's very close to Endam. I do hope Rosalski and Endam will be giving us a show together. And then we have, of course, Toby and P1 for the GT3s. I am a little bit disappointed that we had that fancy. I'm still disappointed. I'm still thinking about it. I have been testing all this week, and I am a little bit disappointed that we had that intro down. The intro was working beautifully, and I was thinking while I'm on my laptop testing the game source as soon. Welcome back, Wayne. Thank you for joining again. Floyd in GT4. Floyd is the fastest rookie, I believe. Floyd is P3, still a rookie. So that's gonna be very, very exciting. It's probably gonna be a Marta versus Flitserflop battle here on Laguna Seca with Endem, Rosalski and Floyd. That would be amazing. If so, we're just gonna forget about the GT3 guys. GT3s are not on track. If it's gonna be a three-way battle, it's gonna be an hour of Endem, Rosalski and Floyd. I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding. We're gonna be trying to switch to everything, of course. But yes, I still a bit bummed out that we had the nice intro. The music was working, the overlay was working, the chat was working, the chat overlay was working, and then as soon as I close off the intro overlay, we were supposed to be live.
20 seconds.
We were supposed to be live, but we had no game source, while the live stream and Twitch are communicating with each other. So as soon as I press live, everything should be going live. So I'm sorry about that. I'm very, very sorry about that. But I am gonna be having to do a little bit more testing, as we're gonna be going into the warm-up lap, and we will be going, of course, with Mr. Toby Gibfall in first position. And Will Friedman is second in the Ferrari. Or the Porsche. Gibfall in the Ferrari, Friedman in the Porsche. I think Friedman has his little carnival hat on today. Normally in a exclusive livery Porsche. Now he's in a very, very, what shall we say it? I think Chris knows this best. Beers, Viper. I do have a beer in front of me, yes. I've been on the job for 3 weeks, and I was like, I'm gonna be entertaining you all with a little beer tonight. Sagers, where are you, Clorter? Where are you? Are you still Sagers sounds like it's something Mexican or something Australian. It's something you're gonna die from. Don't drink ethanol, like don't drink ethanol based alcohol. Don't go to Thailand or the Philippines. Portugal. Ah, very, very nice. On Wednesday, tomorrow evening, and I do have to admit this, guys, tomorrow evening I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to stream, because those Austrian beers are calling me. I'm probably gonna be drinking a Gusser. How do we say that? The German people in the house, the Austrian people in the house. I'm gonna be drinking a Gusser Wednesday morning or Wednesday afternoon. So yeah. Yep, Gusser. and 250 milliliters. That's very, very small, Clorter. You're gonna be drinking at least 20, 25. Wayne, I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking about tomorrow just packing up my Xbox, taking my ultra wide screen or my laptop with me, just taking up the Xbox and doing like a midweek Wednesday stream. But we're gonna be having green guys. Let's go. Helicam with Gibfall in P1. Will Friedman is second, and Dark Blade in the BMW on the inside of Will Friedman. Will Friedman dropping back to P3, possibly P4 with Jack Darms on the inside of Will Friedman. The GT4s, Mr. Endam in the McLaren. As we see Oh, one McLaren already spinning. I hope that wasn't El Criso. I haven't checked, but we do see a lot of chaos, and Endam is going through it like a knife through butter. He is very, very lucky, or he is very, very... Oh, that McLaren on the inside of Endam. Very, very lucky right there. I think Endam, he is... you see him flashing, but very, very lucky. A lot of things happening, and... we do see a lot of people going wide, a lot of people going spinning. I think we saw Mr. BMW spinning out. Yes, he did. And we did see a GT4 going wide as well. So much happening right now. The corkscrew, dangerous as always. And this is a very, you know what it is? You're coming out of the corkscrew. And this corner is a very, I like it. It's not the fastest left-hander, but it's a very, very fast downhill left-hander, and you're gonna be, as soon as you're mid-corner, you're gonna be experiencing a lot of understeer, and you're gonna be going out all the way wide over the curb, and you want to pull it back left as far as possible to get that nice exit in the second to last corner towards the last one. As we see Giffel comfortably in P1 at the moment. We have Darkblade in P2, Jack Darms P3, and Friedman following in P4, with Idodo in P6. And we do see a couple GT4s in front of the GT3s. This is gonna be very interesting. We're gonna be going to Mr. TC3, Mr. Chaubutaru, our Romanian friend, with a GT3 Mercedes behind him, and from what I believe is Sir Killalot behind him. We do still have Mr. Tom Leclerc. Tom Leclerc is making his way past a lot of GT4s. Very busy track. The beginning is gonna be so much chaos, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm hoping after the first 2, 3, 4 laps we're gonna be having some gaps, and we're gonna be having a little bit more focus on what's happening. But we're gonna be sticking here. These three guys, Jack Darms, Darkblade, and Will Friedman, all fighting for P2. This is what we're gonna be sticking with for the moment until we have a little bit more order in the chaos. Otherwise you're all gonna be having epilepsy from me changing so much positions. We see Will Friedman taking the position from Darkblade, and Jack Darm still in P2, and Mr. Giffel driving away comfortably. Will Friedman is gonna be trying to make a comeback. We do see Mr. Jack Darms made a mistake and fallen back to P6, so that's a out of P3 position. Right now he's behind Idodo. We are gonna be going to the GT4s. We have Endam and Biro Zalski very close together. Is this gonna be a repeat of the Valencia MultiClass, ladies and gentlemen, where we're gonna see two GT4s battling for the win for about 1 hour? Spun in the corkscrew. Alright. You might have sharper eyes than me, Clorter, because I've been away for 3 weeks, and you have just been going on vacation. You are of course well rested. You are very sharp as an eagle. Oh, the Merc, almost spinning out. Oh, and there he goes. There he goes. That was Psycho Gamer. He had a moment. T4, T5 coming back on the track very, very dangerously, but it all works out. Very, very hectic moment for the guys coming up on that. The corkscrew, ladies and gentlemen. That little taking a lot of risk. I mean, he is probably frustrated, but yeah, you do have to do it cleanly, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna be watching this guy, because this guy, I don't want to sound like a Hamilton to Verstappen in 2016, but we're gonna be watching this, because by the looks of it, this is gonna be very, very exciting. But I do not want to miss out on the battles going on. Where is Endam and where is Rozelski? 1.5 at the moment. We have Gipfel 5.8 ahead of Will Friedman, and Darkblade just a second behind Will Friedman in P3. We have Idodo possibly catching up to P4. And this battle over here. Oh, Mr. Nobody and Tom Leclerc touching a little bit. What happened to Floyd? I think we missed what happened to Floyd. In the chaos of the first couple of laps, we missed what happened to Floyd Wayne. But Mr. Nobody and Tom Leclerc are not afraid of scratching paint to gain positions. That's especially dangerous in the corkscrew where they did it, but like I always say, I'm not a steward and I'm not a penalty giver, so we're just gonna be commenting on what we're seeing. We do see a little gap over here. Doug Boss in the orange and grey Blaze Alpine livery. And we do see Floyd. Where do we see Floyd? Floyd is at the moment 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Floyd is in 5th position of the GT4s. So he dropped down 2 positions. That's true, Closer, that's true. That's very much true. Because Endam was like a bullet. Endam was flying in the first lap. And we do see Idodo catching up to Mr. How do we say that? Pooch? Cooch? No, Cooch. Cooch is different, right? Coochie. I think our American friends can say that better than me. The corkscrew, Montfort, the corkscrew is always dangerous. You're either gonna nail it or you're gonna fuck it up. I do not want to miss out on this Idodo comeback though, because he has been catching Mr. MJW Pooch from Team I Love Mambarov. And we have Jack Darms as well behind Idodo, so this is the position we want to be in. I am gonna take a quick look at Endam and Rozelski though. Endam and Rozelski. Rozelski is 2 seconds behind Endam at the moment. thing I'm very curious about, and we're gonna be switching quickly as we see Jack Darms coming up on the back of Idodo. We're gonna be going to Endem with Killalot just past Endem, but like I said, the faster GT4 guys will be a pain in the for the midfield GT3 drivers. So we see Mr. Pooch, Mr. Idodo, and Jack Darms just falling behind a little bit because of the GT4 cars, but I do not have a beep. I might as well try. I did see a bot, Clorter. I did see a bot, the auto bot, that if people say certain things in chat, it's gonna be beeped out. But I don't know if they're gonna have a bot for the broadcaster or me myself to have a beep as well. And we do see, that's very interesting, we do see Darkblade in the BMW, Mr. Pooch in the Mustang, and Idodo just behind with with Darkblade going wide. I think he was pushed a little bit by Pooch, and Idodo very close. Jack Darms is possibly the one. He's too far away. He's not gonna be profiting from this mistake from Darkblade. But we have now Mr. Pooch in P3, Idodo P4 and Darkblade P5. And it's very busy, like we predicted, guys. It's such a short track with such little clean air or clean track. You're always gonna be having GT4s in the mix, with Pooch going wide, Idodo going on the inside, very cleanly, very well done. Now see if Idodo can drive away, and if Idodo drives away, we're gonna be looking for our next battle. Oh, you're gonna be having to be so aggressive on the avoiding the GT4s, as the GT4s will stay on their line and you're just gonna have to be driving around them. It's gonna be so aggressive and so unsettling for your car. Idodo is driving away. It is normally it is driving towards someone is harder, and overtaking is harder than as soon as you're past, you're gonna be driving away. That's usually the case. We do see a gap of 6/10. Oh, whoa! Fucking hell. Mr. Von Vonru. I don't know who he touched, but it was a left-right. It was a like you know those 80s flipper machines. With Tom Leclerc having passed Hutchweb, but this split is gonna be changing right now. And where do we have Endam? He did knock out, yes. I didn't see the name that quickly, Clark, but it was a right and a left, and I think he knocked out 1 or 2 guys. As we do see Endam and Rosalski just 1.8 behind. This is still close, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be a pit stop. It's gonna be 45 minutes to go, 44 minutes to go. So anything can happen. 1.8 seconds. We did see Endam pulling a 122.0 or 123.0, 122. 29, I must say, 29.0. And Rosalski did a 29.3 in practice, so these guys are pretty close, and we did see Endam going wide first corner, so the gap is closing. We're gonna be having a look, but we're gonna be going over here as we see Bruce Twarz in the Cayman and Floyd in the Ginetta. We see Darkblade just passing these guys, and that Cayman from Bruce Twarz having a big bounce off the curb. No pit window, no pit window. So you can either go 20 minutes ago, you can go 5 minutes ago, you can take tires, you cannot take tires. It's your own decision. Mr. Killalot, did you step out of the race, or are you in the pit lane? We do see Flitserflop in the Ginetta. I did see Flitserflop. I think he was practicing in the Aston Martin, but he did change back to the Ginetta. And we have Pamuknai in the other Ginetta just behind him. Not that close though, not as close as you'd want to be to make an attack. We do see Mar Jordan, an awesome prawn. Mar Jordan going wide and almost going back inside too much. Almost touching Mr. Zettel. Zettel in the Aston Martin. Awesome prawn on the outside. Mar Jordan, I mean. Flitserflop is not having the best of paces, but I do have some inside information. He has been practicing, but he already told told a couple of people he was not on the pace on Laguna Seca today. So he is doing his best. He is currently in P7 GT4s. And where do we have Endam? Endam 1.2 ahead of Rosalski. And we see Idodo. We're gonna be going over here, ladies and gentlemen. Idodo and Friedman, P2. Battle for P2. Friedman in the very exotic livery instead of his purple exclusive livery, and Idodo on his ass. Or in his ass, basically. It's French on French action, ladies and gentlemen. Don't Google that, just believe me, it's French on French action. Very close. Yes. I think Idodo was well, how do we say it? He was we're just gonna say it normally. He was very close. Very close. We're not gonna be changing this thing in a I think it's grande something, Porter. And I shouldn't be saying this on stream, but as I'm thinking about it, Clocked, I mean, we're gonna be beeping. We've got 17 viewers who don't have ears, right? I think Chris already googled it. I was gonna say testicle. I think is international, so I think it's the same everywhere. So it's grande T word, basically. I think Chris might be right though. It's normally we play jeu de boule, you know, jeu de boule. So grande boule. I think that's something in the neighborhood of what we're looking for. And we did see Mr. Gipfel though. He was comfortably in P1 and we did miss it because I was thinking about all the jeu de boules. We were talking about all the jeu de boules and Mr. Toby Gipfel made a mistake. He was almost 6 seconds ahead and now Will Friedman is in P1, Idodo P2 and Toby Gipfel P3. So Gipfel has a job to do. He did have the pace in P1, but does he have enough to overtake Idodo and Will Friedman again, regaining his P1 position? Check out Rozalski. I see we've got 5 tenths, very close. So we've got a top 3 battle in the GT3s and a top 2 battle in the GT4s. So we're gonna be having to make choices. We're gonna be staying with this battle, but we're gonna be watching those splits of the top 3 GT3s, guys. And if we see any major changes, we're gonna be switching. With Rozalski going into the pit lane, possibly trying an undercut on Endem. We're gonna be going to P2, P3. And that's Wayne. That's without Google, right? That's just out of the top of my head. Tina's half a liter. Let's go. Definitely tonight, though, Chris. Definitely tonight. I've been working for 3 weeks. I think we deserved it. We do see Will Friedman P1, Idodo P2 and Gipfel P3. I hope we're gonna be seeing in Discord what Gipfel possibly did to fall back 5.5, 6 seconds back to the field. But we're gonna be going to Endem. Coming up on the last corner. Is he gonna go into the pit lane or is he gonna be continuing? He is continuing. So we do have to keep an eye on Rozalski. Rozalski fell back. And he does have a little bit of clean air. So he can possibly do a couple of laps without too much interference. And possibly making, if he had a good pit stop, he could possibly be making the undercut on Endem, but Endem is in a, from what I believe, better position. But he's already catching some blue flag GT4s. And these guys, GT3, top 3, Will Friedman, Idodo and Gipfel, but in a second of each other. Oh, with a GT4 going to the wall. Idodo wanted to go past him on the inside, but the GT4 closing the door. Ooh. And that's what I mean, guys. Very short track, multi-class cars. It's chaotic, it's hectic, it's... Oh, Gipfel and Idodo having a moment. Gipfel just on the inside of Idodo. Idodo steering a little bit too much. I think we're gonna be seeing something about this in the Discord after the race, ladies and gentlemen. I think it was an honest mistake, a misunderstanding between two drivers, but this stuff happens if you're driving on Laguna Seca in multi-class cars. I won't say it's gonna be a rage, but there's gonna be something said about it, definitely. I don't think it's damage. It's more so the mistake that happened. We see Endam still having to pit. And what do we have for Rozalski? Rozalski is somewhat in clear air, but Darkblade passing him again. Plenty more. Yeah. And we see a stop and go 30 seconds for Kyle Mabon for track limits, of course. And I won't be surprised if the track limits came from the corkscrew. Yoga Dave, I just want to mention him, and I just want to give him a shout out. He was saying to everybody he was doing this race naked. He's probably from California. I'm not even sure, but when I looked on the map, on Google Maps, for the announcement message, it was in the desert. So Yoga Dave probably behind the wheel without boxer shorts. At least Chris and Rozalski keep their boxer shorts on. As we see Friedman in Will Friedman in P1 with about what I saw 4.8, 4.7 seconds. Yeah, 4.9 ahead of Mr. T Gipfel. Of course, due to that incident with Idodo. And we see Jack Darms and Darkblade. Stop and go cleared for the 71. That's of course. Look at this, guys. I just noticed this. We haven't even seen him, but I love Mambarov, and we have one You Love Me team. Let's give this man a shout out in the McLaren. Mambarov. Everybody loves Mambarov. There he is, the one and only. I thought he was doing results. I thought he was checking the servers, but this man is like, Klorpt is away. I don't care anymore. We're gonna be doing results. We're gonna be changing everybody's tags. We're gonna be changing everything around. Like Klorpt is on vacation. Fuck it. We're here and we're gonna be staying here. We do see Mr. Understeer in the Lambo though. I think the Lambo is one of the best steering cars in the game, so it might be a little, it might be a gamer tag before Assetto Corsa, or it might be
halfway mark. Keep pushing.
It might be just because he hates the Lambo. We will never know. I am very curious though. Manbarov or Will Friedman. This is gonna be a rewind Marshall Moss moment. It's Will Friedman 10 seconds ahead of Mr. Pooch and Idodo in P3, but Gipfel already having done his pit stop and just out of the pit lane. Where is Mr. Endam? Where is Rosalski? Very far behind. That's gonna be a I think we can count that as a misjudgment from Rosalski, but Rosalski is of course very quick. And we did see Endem making a mistake in the first corner, so everything is up for grabs. Everything is up for grabs. We still have 28 minutes to go. Endem is a very solid driver though, so he might have made one mistake. He might just be mistakeless the rest of the race. As we see Swaney and Roydy, two GT4s, Mercedes against Ginetta. I am very curious, as soon as Idodo and Will Friedman make their pit stops, where is Gipfel gonna be coming back? Or where is Idodo and Friedman gonna be coming back? We are gonna be going here though. We have Awesome Prawn and B. Roselski is catching up. The funny thing is, if we're gonna be looking at the track map for a moment, you'll see what we mean with it's a very short track and there's battles all around. If you're gonna be looking, you see a lot of cars close together, and you do have groups like the GT3s will be cutting through those groups if they're fast enough, but you see all those groups together, like top of the map, going to the corkscrew, going into the last corner, just past the first corner and just past corner number 4. There's all groups of cars, and that's what makes it very you're gonna be having so little clean air on this track and clean track. You're always gonna be losing time or you're gonna be gaining time on a track this small and this tactical with multi-class cars. It's very exciting. As we see Friedman basically still in P1, Gipfel in P2 and Idodo in P3. And now I'm doing something I shouldn't do. We are backing out of the replay. Friedman going into the last corner and Gipfel coming up onto the last corner. This is going to be very exciting. I think from what we've seen in the quali and in the practice, I think Mr. T. Gipfel has the pace to catch back up to Will Friedman. But it's not just pure pace. It's GT4s on the track. It's mistakes. It's pressure. It's everything combined. So I'm very curious how fast or when or if even Gipfel is gonna be catching back up to Friedman, because it's all about where you can pass these GT4 cars and get into your rhythm for a couple of laps. I think if we're gonna be continuing on the French swear words, I think if Gipfel is gonna be catching back up to Friedman, that's gonna be a mère de pute from Friedman and a mère de something from Idodo. Like, damn, what the hell did you do to me? We do see Bruce. Oh! Mr. Mar Jordan got touched by Flitserflop. As I was just saying, we have Bruce Twars who went to Mars and came back, luckily. And then we had Mar Jordan, Flitserflop and Doug Boss. But it's Doug Boss and Flitserflop. These guys are resetting after the finish line. And then it's gonna be Mar Jordan in 25th position into the pit lane. Doug Boss in the Alpine, Blaze Motorsport, and then we have Flitserflop in the Ginetta. And we do see Gibfall catching back up to Will Friedman. 1.7 the gap right now. We're gonna be going back to our battle with Bruce Twars and Doug Boss and Mr. Flitserflop. But we will be keeping an eye on this gap between Will Friedman and Gibfall. But we will be going to get into a better point of view. Doug Boss, the guy in the middle, between those two guys. Bruce Twars in front of Doug Boss and Flitserflop behind Doug Boss. .4 for Mr. Gibfall, and as we see Flitserflop taking a dive on the inside T1, and I believe that's Tom Leclerc in the Porsche. Changed up his livery. Everybody, I see a lot of people with different liveries. A lot of people probably thought it's Laguna Seca, I must make myself as visible as possible. At least I won't get rammed off the track, but for a couple of people it didn't work out. As we see Flitserflop having made the move and making it stick, driving away from Doug Boss. We're gonna be going to Mr. Gibfall though. A charge towards, or a possible charge towards P1. A P1, P2 battle is all we want to see, and Friedman has some bad luck with back markers. So how is that gonna be working out with Gibfall? Gibfall getting very close, very fast. We're gonna be going on board, so hold on to your ears, ladies and gentlemen. Blue flag GT3 in the way. This could be a possible, I won't say a move for Gibfall, but it's in the way for Will Friedman. He can't pass, he can't maintain. Oh! The blue flag just spinning out on his own. I don't believe Will Friedman had a touch over there. Was too far away. These guys are the ones we are gonna be following. It's a P1, P2 battle. We're not having action in the front as much as we want on XCL, but at the moment with 18 minutes to go, P1, P2 battle. This is what we want to see. See a move, almost a move from Gipfel. And you know what the shitty thing is? I'm quickly filling up the water from Yoshi, the XCL mascot. But you know what it is? As soon as you walk away, there's always something happening. But as we're taking a look through the fields, but nothing major going on. We do have, of course, Bruce-Twarz, Flitzer-Flop and Duck Boss, but we do want to stay here. It's a P1 battle, ladies and gentlemen. P1 battle. Gipfel against Will Friedman. Exclusive on exclusive action. And I think if we're gonna ask Klorpte what exclusive on exclusive means, I think it's gonna be a minimum $20 subscription each month. Hold on to your ears, we're gonna be going back on board with Gipfel. Just having a look at what he's doing and how he's preparing a possible overtake on Will Friedman. Duck Boss, Bruce-Twarz and Flitzer-Flop just ahead of him. Oh, Will Friedman having a moment, Gipfel having a moment, Flitzer-Flop having a moment. It's very exciting, and Will Friedman just had the best of luck of all these guys. Gipfel was 2/10 behind, 1/10 behind, and it's the gap. It's the gap that's gone right now. And indeed, Wayne. Indeed, great driving all around. I think Flitzer-Flop did his best. I don't think Flitzer-Flop touched Gipfel. I think it was I think it was just so tight, and he had to steer so tightly, Gipfel, that he had to steer so much. Want to go on the throttle, maybe unsettled the car a little bit, and just had unbalance. But he is catching up to Will Friedman. So this is going to be a very exciting last 15 minutes. It's very tricky indeed, Montfort. And the funny thing is, if I'm driving this track myself, I'm not the fastest guy around. Everybody knows I'm not the fastest. I'm not an exclusive. I'm just an XCL broadcaster. I'm not an exclusive driver, ladies and gentlemen. I can't state that enough. But the funny thing is, when I'm driving this track myself, if you nail the corkscrew and you nail that left-hander afterwards, that little section, that going down the hill and lining up that left-hander and then nailing that left-hander with the mid-corner understeer, pushing you wide, but just still maintaining that line that you're gonna be coming out right side on the curb, is an amazing feeling. Oh, gap fall. Yep, yep. That's a very, very bad mistake. Oh. Yep. This is a Friedman Laguna Seca win. But it's 13 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 13 minutes. Everybody can have mistakes over here, and that's Friedman just threw the corkscrew, and that's Gipfel coming up on I believe, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, T6 with the dip on the left hand inside. Yep, deadly curb touched indeed. That's the battle for P1, P2 over. So we have Mr. Understeer and Mr. Von Roo. I am very curious. Oh, it's 12 seconds. So I was gonna say I'm very curious how close Rozalski is to end them. It's 12 seconds. It's still a P2 for Rozalski in the GT4s though, with a P3 again for Mr. Floyd. Floyd made his way back from starting P3, falling back to P5, P6, and now back in P3. So the first laps for rookie, or let's call him rookie according to his rank. Rookie Floyd possibly had a little bit of traffic in the first couple of laps. Had a good stint after his pit stop and is now back in P3. But this is very amazing to see. We have Flitserflop driving away from Doug Boss and Bruce Twarz, but we have still Doug Boss and Bruce Twarz very close together, with a GT3 Ferrari. Oh, Bruce Twarz going very wide. And then P1, Rozalski P2, Floyd P3, Flitserflop in P4, and we have Bruce Twarz in P5 from P6, what I believe, in the GT4s. So we can all say we love Mambarov, but he is having a P6 position in the GT4s at the moment, if I'm not mistaken. It's an 8th position, ladies and gentlemen. I'm blind as usual. Ten minutes to go for today's multi-class. Awesome Prawn behind Mambarov. Mambarov just having passed him. Split is not reset. Mambarov was behind Awesome Prawn. Awesome Prawn now behind Mambarov, with Mr. Chaubutaru following a second behind. GT4 is quite fun, Montfort. GT4 is, I won't say necessarily easier, but the cars are a little bit more, a little bit better to handle, if I'm able to say that. It's it's not as tight on the setup or not as tight on the handling as a GT3 car. It's very fun to drive closely with the GT4 cars. And I do think, if I'm not mistaken, we did see Rosalski being 12 seconds behind Endem. And right now he's 8 seconds, 8.8, 7.7 behind Endem. So we are possibly seeing a massive comeback in the last 8 minutes. But I don't think Rosalski is going to be making up 2 seconds every lap. Ooh, who is that Lambo? Who was that Lambo? Was that Mr. Understeer? I think it was. It was not. It is Mensa Croder. Mensa Croder having a big moment. Coming out of the left-hander after the corkscrew. Oh! I think that that Lambo took a beating. If you see him driving around, let's see what he's doing on board. But it looked like he was having a big battle with his own car for a moment. As we see Gipfel passing him again. We have Tom Leclerc. Normally in a black Porsche with red stripes, chasing the Cayman of Bruce Stewart. And then we have Mr. Johnny Sharp, one of the XCL stewards, I believe, in the Ferrari. I think Tom Leclerc just was like black Porsche with red stripes. It's not gonna be visible enough on Laguna Seca, so I might as well make my Porsche neon green. We do see Mr. Pooch and Jack Darms, a battle for P4. We're gonna be going on board with Jack Darms. Inside, not having enough speed, but trying to take a look. Oh, these guys are. It's the last 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 1 minute 23, 1 minute 24 a lap. So that's 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 laps. 3 or 4 laps to go. I think this is where we want to be sticking around for the last couple of laps, ladies and gentlemen. As we see Pooch frantically flashing his lights to let him go, because he's feeling that Jack Darms pressure. Oh, Jack Darms going very wide, second to last corner, almost going into the pit lane. If this was a Netflix show, I would have said he went into the pit lane trying to overtake Mr. Pooch, but he made it out barely. But he was well on time to not go into the pit lane. And he does have the speed. He does have the speed to keep putting that pressure on Pooch, but he just can't make a move. He can't make a move at the moment. It's just gonna be waiting for Pooch to make a mistake, or to just make a desperate move in the last lap. This is the battle that we do want to see in the last couple of laps though. We do have a couple of other guys, Mambarov, Mr. TZ3 and Awesome Prawn. These three guys with Gipfel in the mix in the GT3 just cutting through them. Sadly we don't have two camera POVs. I will be watching though. We will be going back to the GT4s quickly. We have Awesome Prawn still behind Manbarov. And then we have TZ3 just behind, getting behind a little bit. And Manbarov going very deeply into the corkscrew, and that opens up the door for Awesome Prawn. Manbarov making it stick though, defending very well. And I gotta say, Awesome Prawn being very gentle too. These guys are just touching lightly, but they're pretty clean. I mean, rubbing doors isn't that bad as long as you're not crashing, guys. And we do see Idodo behind him. Idodo doesn't know what to do. He's like, damn guys, can you guys let me go? But they don't have to move out of the way. I must say Idodo is being very patient over here. He is very gentlemanish. As we do see them all going wide a little bit, but we do want to go to Mr. Pooch and Jack Darms. And we see Will Friedman on the last lap. So this is gonna be it for Jack Darms. They're going down the corkscrew, left-hander, right-hander, left-hander, and then they're gonna be going onto the straight into the last lap. I do wish, and I'm gonna be talking to Clorpt about this. No, I'm kidding. I've already said it enough. I do wish we had a split screen, possibly with two POVs or two. I won't say two Xboxes necessarily, but it would be so amazing if you had the option to select multiple cameras and multiple POVs. But that's probably a next gen streaming option. Where is Manbarov? Manbarov. And we do see Awesome Prawn in front of Manbarov right now, so we did miss that looking at Jack Darms
The leader has finished the race.
and Mr. Pooch. As we see Will Friedman having passed the finish line, going into the dirt, letting these guys finish their race. But we will be going quickly to push and Jack Darms going very wide, outbraking himself into the car, so possibly trying a last resort overtake on Pooch, but he's not gonna be making it stick. It's gonna be a P1 for Will Friedman, a P2 for Gipfel, and a P3 for Idodo, with Pooch coming in P4 and Jack Darms finishing in P5. We're quickly gonna be going back to Manbarov, TZ3 and Awesome Prawn. Awesome Prawn in front of Manbarov and TZ3. We've got Will Friedman, Gipfel, Idodo, the top 3 for the GT3s, and we've got Endem, Rosalski and Floyd for the GT4s. That was it for today, ladies and gentlemen. So a very exciting race, a lot of action, a lot of groups of cars, very close together. Yeah, what do you want? It's multi-class Laguna Seca. This is the kind of race you should be doing with multiple cameras or multiple streamers. But me having worked 3 weeks, having done the stream today, I do want to say a big, or give you guys a big thank you for being patient, or having patience, or being patient for me being away so long and then coming back on the stream. I just want to thank you all the guys in the chat: Chris, Wayne, Montfort, Klorpte, Panzerbero, Mr. Zeddel, Viper Biker, Mr. Killalot or Kritalos, Idodo. I just want to thank you all. Anybody I missed, Mr. TZ3 of course, Mr. Chaubutaru. I want to thank you all for being patient and yeah, basically welcoming me back on the stream. I might do a stream tomorrow or I might not. I am thinking about, instead of Wednesday morning 3 AM, I'm thinking about just hopping in the car tomorrow night, 12 o'clock, basically 000 European Amsterdam or Central European time. Yeah, it depends on my own schedule tomorrow. I was thinking about bringing my Xbox. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it. I'm crazy enough to just grab my Xbox and take it with me. I'm just gonna do a broadcast in the middle of the camping. I don't care. But yeah, I'm thinking about it. I do want to thank you all for joining, for enjoying, for being in the chat, for engaging. I mean, that's what makes the stream, right? It's not just me, it's all you guys too. And yeah, that's me done for today. So big thank you. Enjoy the Discord chat. I believe there's gonna be some talk about a couple of incidents, so enjoy the Discord. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your day, and I will give you all a heads up on the Discord tomorrow about what the schedule is gonna be. So have a good one, and see you all next time.